Really pleased, obviously, with tonight's result. I thought we really prepared the right way. I thought these guys were totally locked in. It was kind of a funky schedule when you open on Wednesday. You almost have a whole week. So we spent the beginning of the week just working on us. How do we get better from the other night? How do we get better? And then we shifted our focus to LaSalle. But these guys, I think LaSalle is really good. They played really hard. Had 20 offensive rebounds last game, had our attention. These guys learned a lesson too in the Big Five. We have 11 new guys. We had a video. We went through our history. So I think it was a great educational thing to learn about the Big Five and the pride it is, because growing up from this area, this means a lot. This is something that I get really excited about. I thought we played hard. Proud of how we shared the ball and got better. And again, we'll enjoy this tonight, and we got to get ready for the next opponent.
Questions for the student athletes?
Derrian, it seems like you've really been able to establish success in the second half. Against Salle, State, you scored the majority of your 14 points in the second half, and so now you ended up as the leading scorer. What's been working for you in those last two quarters?
So we had, first I want to give all glory to God and coaches and teammates for just believing in me. And we had one of Coach Fisher's mentors come in, and one thing that stood out to me, he just talked about like play the game, not the score. And so like whatever happened just happened. So that was been my mentality ever since he told us that, and it worked. It's just working. Like never worried about like what's going on. Just play the game. Try to play the game the right way.
Coach Larnaga's got pretty good advice. He's won a few games in his time.
Derrian, is that a couple of years ago you shot the ball pretty good from a three-point range, a pretty good clip. Is that about as good as you felt shooting the ball from three?
Yeah, I feel like this has been my best preseason, like coming into the season. I had my best summer ever. Like I said, I just thank my teammates and coach staff for believing in me, because like this has been my best like season I have so far, like far to start.
Have you tweaked anything about your shot? Is it just more reps, more shots?
Just playing, like just not thinking as much anymore. You know, just playing. Like coaching staff gives us a lot of leeway, freedom, and I'm just very thankful for that, and not robotic.
Aiden, when you look at the balance tonight, not just the scoring, but the assists, the rebounds, everything, how rewarding is that from a team perspective to see everybody chipping in?
No, it was great. You know, last game I had a lot of points, but I had very little, you know, of the other stuff. So this game I kind of want to emphasize, especially with the game plan, getting more boards, getting my teammates involved more, you know, just being an all-around player.
How does it feel to be the guy that kind of has set the tone early on? I mean, it looks like you're just taking and making shots that you passed up last year with National floor a little bit more. Does it feel fun just being that one of the tone setters?
I mean, yeah, when you have a great coaching staff and a great group of guys, you just out here feel free and fun.
And it seemed like there was not just a lot of assists tonight, like a lot of hockey assists, where you see the pass to the pass, at least to the basket. Are you guys seeing that first pass to the second pass to the?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it's been all summer, and you know, preseason. You know, we just moved the ball real well. We want each other to score, so that's really how we play.
Aiden, you seem to be more of a scoring threat in the first, and Derrian, you were more of a scoring threat in the second half. How was it being able to balance off knowing that you had teammates behind you that could also really put numbers like that together?
That's just who we are. You know, my brother got my back, I got my brother's back, and that's how we play.
Did you guys kind of see from the sales office that Coach Fisher kind of talked about how you guys really did the line for the team that was 37% from shooting, which you guys kind of see from the
I think the biggest thing was not letting them get second chance points. You know, we owned the boards this game, and that was a big emphasis. And I think, like, credit to their game, they play really hard, but I think a big part of their game was getting second chance points, and we held them.
I mean, you make your first 4 shots, you had 2 steals, 2 blocks early in the first half. And what's that like for you? Just playing so freely and impacting the game on both ends like that, so that was.
I mean, it feels great. You know, like I said, when you have your teammates that trust you, your coaches that trust you, you know, you just feel free and, you know, you feel like you can just play.
Aiden, a lot of your points like were really self-created. I remember definitely believing it was in the first half. You had to step back threes. That's kind of something you worked on throughout the offseason.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we got great trainers and stuff. You know, I work out with Seth Needle, like pregame and after practice and stuff, and that's what we work on.
Derrian, not being from this area, what did you think of the Big Five video and the history behind it?
Oh man, it was a great feeling. You know, I want to win. I want to win the Big Five, and I know coach, staff, teammates do. So we all just locked in together. We all had the same mindset, and that's why we play so well. I feel like together, and we do like dinner, like we at least once a week with each other off the court. So it
Derrian, how are you sort of feeling it when Jordan goes to the bench and you're kind of the point guard for a little while there?
Credit Jay Mason, man. What a guy, what a point guard, man. He just does it all. I learn stuff. I try to ask him many questions as possible. He asks me questions, but just trying to take off the slack with him because he does a lot for this team. He's on the ball a lot, and he finds guys. When Jay Mason's on the ball, you better be looking because he's gonna get it to you.
Derrian, you can sort of think what you have in the summer, and then sometimes it's not until the lights come on and the games start being played that you learn more about your team. What have you learned about you guys from these first 2 games?
That we just play the game. We don't play the score. Like, we just stick with each other, and we preach. Well, the coach staff preaches to us, and we tell each other, like, no matter if we're gonna have ups and downs, it's a game of runs. So we just stick together through the good and bad.
Anything else for the guys? All right. You guys are good.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night.
Adam, do you track like hockey assists? You guys track so much stuff. Do you track that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's something we've talked a lot about in practice. We've done a lot more spacing offensive drills that show that. It's something that we keep track of. I don't know what it was tonight, but it's something that we watch and watch on film with the guys. Hey, should this be the last game we missed one? We had a one more to the corner, and we showed the team, hey, this is that extra, hey, here, and then that leads to this. So again, I think we're doing a nice job of sharing the ball. We're going to continue to get better in that area a little bit.
Adam, opportunity to finish with 5 assists. I noticed you were kind of running him, making him initiate actions. Is that something you kind of plan to do moving forward, or like what was working with that?
Yeah, I think one of the best parts of his game is his ability to make the right reads and passes, and I think when you have a guy that can do that, and there he is, he's popping back there. Yeah, Baba, you can listen. It's about you. He's really a great passer, so we have a lot of trust in him to make the right read. And the guys, like playing with him because they know, hey, get it here, get it back. So he has a great instinct to make great reads.
Coach, going off of that, they're really aggressive in trapping blitz and screens. Like, what gave you success tonight against such an aggressive style?
I think great credit to our coaching staff. We've repped it for the last 3 days. What are our looks? If we see, we use the term fire. If we see a fire, what is our looks, and then where do we go? So I thought we did a nice job of getting into our bigs. I thought we had some really good cuts from the corner, some 45 cuts. So I think it's just getting guys comfortable. We have 11 new guys, right? And they have even more. It's getting comfortable with each other. So we do about 6-7 minutes every day trying to attack that.
I
You
mean,
mentioned
obviously any coach wants their team to be able to share the ball, but is that something you felt that this team could do throughout the summer, just given the makeup of the roster?
Yeah, our big theme is, tougher together, and 15 beats 5. And if we can get 15 guys on the same page, and we harped on it all summer long, like, we don't care who our leading scorers, don't care who this is, it's, hey, let's each night share the basketball, get better shots. And we do a lot with shot selection. We show guys individually, was this a good one? Not on the result. Sometimes you make a shot, it's not the right shot, right? Or you miss. We had a beautiful, in our first game, a beautiful paint touch, kick out, wide open 3 that we missed. That's a great shot for us. So, we focus with it. We think we have a lot of guys that can move the ball and attack closeouts. And it's a great credit to these guys. They were awesome tonight.
Adam, Mo and Cam received some legit rotation minutes. What did you see both of them do?
Who was the second one?
Mo and Cam Wallace.
Oh, yeah. It was my fault. I should have got Mo in the first night, to be honest with you. I had every intention. He's just a presence on the rim, right? It's the ability to alter shots, his size and his ability. We know they want to score in the paint, right? You watch Salle, they were trying to go inside. I thought he was great. We give out gloves for the Temple Toughness Award. Derrian Ford and Mo got it tonight because Mo's minutes were so big in the way he defends. And Cam Wallace is fantastic, man. He's so talented. His defense is going to come, but we wanted to get him out there because, again, he keeps practicing well, and that's how you earn it in our program. You practice well, you get an opportunity, and I thought he did a nice job when he came in.
Adam, I had a few buckets, down the stretch, 4 points and 2 shooting. Is the plan for him kind of just get him like slowly reintegrated with those little spurts?
Yeah, he missed all summer and a lot of the preseason to get cleared, so it's just getting him comfortable. I thought he was great, staying ready. When you don't play the first game, again, it's staying ready, and we eased him in. I thought he was really good tonight.
Coach, you guys went on a lot of runs using transition offense, a lot of blocks on defense, a lot of defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds. How does it feel to be able to carry that momentum from game 1 into game 2?
Yeah, you know, we talk about all the time, we wanted to play faster this year, we have to be better defensively. How do you get better offensively? You get stops, you get rebounds, and you can get out and go. So that's been our huge focus is how do we get more stops? How do we get more deflections? How do we rebound and then try to get off to the races and go?
And you know,
it's 2 games into the season, small sample size. On the flip side, you won both those games pretty handily. What's your takeaway from this way this team's come out to start the year?
You know, it's coach talk a little bit, right? Like those games are over with and they're great, but now you gotta get ready for the next one. And each opponent's different. There are things we've worked on for this game that we didn't the first. And then coming up Saturday, you know, we'll watch the film on them and it'll change. But really pleased with the way we're sharing the ball. I think we're doing a really good job of being in gaps, and I think our communication is getting better. Was disappointed on our baseline out of bounds. We gave up too many points in that category. We chart that and go over it, so that's something we'll clean up. But I love the energy of our bench. If you ever watch our bench, and I watch crazy things on film late at night, everybody's excited for their teammate. Like guys are jumping up. Like when Connor scored, goes crazy. But it's not just Connor, right? Usually you see the walk on, everybody gets excited. It's hey, AJ gets a bucket, Gavin's happy for him, Baba gets a bucket, Mo's happy, and vice versa. This team is coming together with that 15 versus 5.
You know, you were plus 10 turnovers the other night and like plus 13 rebounds tonight. Are like those kind of stats related or indicative of something in that part of the game?
Yeah, you know, it's huge for us. We want to create more turnovers so we can get out and go. And look, Coach Nichols is doing a great job, right? We've all seen the rebound this John, right? So that's what they're trying to instill. So that was our focus. Like, hey, I don't want to hear rebound this John tonight. We got to go get the rebound. So that was a primary focus. It always is, but a little bit more emphasized when you watch their game prior. They get 20 offensive rebounds and really dominated last game at home.
Coach, just in general, they really pound the ball inside, get to the free throw line. You blocked 8 shots, you held them to a low shooting percentage. What did you make of your team?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. You know, I think there were a couple early ones in the first half that we gave up. We tweaked a little bit of it at halftime. We talked about trying to push out the catch a little bit and then come over to help and crack down. So I thought those guys really executed better than that in the second half.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, you had
Last one.
5 guys in double figures for the second straight game. Could you speak on the depth of this team?
Yeah, you know, if you look at it, you know, Baba wasn't even one of those guys tonight, right? And he took 11 shots. So we have a lot of guys that can score. And for us, it's who can defend and rebound. And that's what we talked about. You know, we talked about a standard. Even the last 4 minutes, we said, this is the standard. Don't play the score. Like Coach Larinaga met with our team and talked about it. You just got to play your brand of basketball for the full 40 minutes or however long it takes. And I think that's something we really emphasize. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody.